Bro, do you want to be collegiate fit?
Hey guys, this is Collegiate Fit. Two guys looking to get jacked, and here to show you host. Done. So, last week we put out a video on nutrition. This is actually this part 2.
Of Nutrition 101.
Yeah. So, basically in this video, just to sum it all up, finish off nutrition, we're going to hit some of the key main points that we weren't able to hit last time. Now, the first thing we want to cover is how you should divvy up what you're eating. Meals are always important, as you've heard from you when you were a little kid, breakfast is probably the most important meal of the day. Now, I personally have been trying to do this since I learned about it, a few months ago. But it doesn't always happen, your schedule is going to get in the way and things like that. But if you keep to trying to get the biggest meal in the day at breakfast time early in the morning before you start your day, you're going to be a lot better off. Then you should go into your lunch being a medium-sized portion and your dinner being the smallest meal of the day. Now, the reason for this, you're most active in the morning. Right when you wake up, you're kind of groggy and stuff. But as soon as you get your meal in, you get out of the door, start your day, you're pretty much running. And that's when you're doing the most activity of the day, is in the earlier hours. So biggest meal then is going to allow you to burn off all the calories, all the sugars and the fats and the carbs. You're going to be able to utilize all of those things that you were able to take in during breakfast and use it when you need it.
Yeah, the point of it is that you take everything during the breakfast, pretty much, your biggest amount of calories, and then you burn it throughout the day. Because if you take a big meal at night, all you're going to do is go to sleep after that, and basically all that fat and calories are going to be stored as fat because you're not going to burn them during your sleep.
Yeah, so basically, biggest meal of the day, breakfast. Medium-sized lunch. Lunch, you're starting to slow down a little bit more. You might weightlift and stuff, so it's okay if you get a good-sized lunch because usually, at least for us, we work out later in the day.
Yeah.
So we're going to work out between lunch and dinner, so a good-sized lunch isn't bad, and always get a small dinner right before you start.
Exactly. What we mean by small dinner is something high in protein, low in carbs, something around grilled chicken and vegetables or something around that.
So something that always confused me as far as nutrition went is fats. Fats are really seen as bad. They have a really bad rap.
Fats are they're used every single day. It's a natural supplement of your body, and it's required for life. So no matter what, you have to get fat. Well, you have to eat fat every day. It doesn't have to be. There's certain types of fat that are good, such as like flaxseed, nuts. Nuts are the most important ones. Beans are also a really good source of fat, carbs, and protein. And fish, where you can find fish. Oh, they also have omega-3, 6, and 9. You can look that up too. So basically, let's say you're trying to get 30 grams of fat in one day. You don't want to get that fat from like a hamburger patty or something like that. You want to get it from fish. You want to get it from some nuts you have, stuff like that. Pretty much, you're trying to get no trans fat, only like saturated fats. Those are the good ones. And there you can find pretty much in every nut.
Yeah, so basically, like I said earlier, fats do have a bad rap, but it's really important for you to get your fats, but you need to make sure that it is healthy fats and you don't get it from something greasy, like a burger from a fast food joint or anything like that. You want to try to get it from the main ways that we discussed already: flaxseed, nuts, beans, and fish, and also, just any pills that you find in your vitamin.
Exactly. Something naturally has fat.
Yep. So, this is going to lead us. Actually, just jump into the water right now, and I'll go over the last thing.
Yeah. Water. Something really important and people don't appreciate that much. Your water consumption can really affect your progress through any dieting or goal that you have. keep you full if you're trying to cut. You get hungry all the time, stuff like that. That happens sometimes. If you drink a lot of water, that will keep you filled. Also, water helps you filter all the sodium that you eat daily. That's good for you because sodium in your muscles typically slows down your metabolism. And also, fat is used. Water is used for your metabolism to break down all the calories that you eat every day.
Yeah, and at the same time, water is really important in filtering out your system and getting, all the toxins that you eat throughout the day. It's going to help get some of that stuff out and keep you healthier. And it supports bodily functions that are necessary for you to make any sort of gain in physical fitness. But at the same time, you got to think about creatine, pre-workouts, and things like that. You have to have a lot of water, especially you younger guys that are under 18. You have to have a lot of water. Otherwise, you can get some negative effects. And, creatine can really mess you up if you don't have the water. So usually what we do, we usually try to get, it's recommended, there's the 8x8 rule, which is 8 servings of 8 ounces of water, which comes out to be a half gallon. But usually we try to get about a gallon a day, maybe even more, depending on how we feel.
I get more than a gallon a day.
Yeah, I do too. I won't lie. So during the summer, especially if you're doing cardio and running and things like that, you're going to need a lot more water than you would in the winter or the colder months. But I just go for, an even gallon and a half per day all year round. Yeah, I don't usually change it.
Going back to the creatine, that's really important because basically all the supplements and everything you take is filtered by your kidneys. And basically, if you run low in water, your kidneys are going to have to work more to filter all those toxins that you're going to basically flush out. So if you drink a lot of water, you basically make it easy for your kidneys, and that's really important because that may not affect you right now, but in 10, 20 years, that will mess you up. You don't want to lose a kidney.
Absolutely. So, we laid a lot of information at you, not only in this video but even in the last. But taking all this into consideration and keeping this in mind, you have to think. You don't really have to follow your program 100%. See, I can't really give you a source for this, but I've done my research, and I think this comes from bodybuilding.com. They had a video on nutrition. They had some guy on there inform you that following your diet plan, your eating plan, is important, but it's only important to some extent. You want to follow it as much as you can. The more the better, obviously. But trying to follow it 100% is going to create stress on your body. And, it has been seen in studies that following it about 90% doesn't, it's obviously not as good as following it 100% of the time. But following 90%, the amount of stress that is released by following it 90% and not killing yourself every time you miss a meal or miss a workout, it sort of balances out. So shoot for 90%. You get a cheat day every once in a while and treat yourself.
Don't worry. Don't feel bad if you cheat. As long as you stay on track and you have your goal set, you're not gonna go off track. You just make sure you are always on track. Like we have cheat days. We cheat on Sunday, but since now we're doing cutting, it's got to be a little bit more strict. So we cut it from cheat days to cheat meals. So instead of getting a bunch of cheat meals a day, we only get one cheat meal, whatever we want, on probably Sunday afternoon or something.
Yeah, but at the same time, you got to think about it don't even look at it as a cheat meal or something like that, something scheduled. But if, you go out with some friends, there's a barbecue going on, and, you see some hamburgers, and that's all I got. They got hamburgers, hot dogs, and bratwurst. So those are all things that aren't really that healthy for you. But, just dabble. Have some beer sometimes, do whatever you need to, and just have a good time with it.
Don't look at it like it's a cheat, I long for the every Sunday. I just look at it like, dude, I've been working out for the entire week, 6 times a week. I've been putting my 110%, and I'm looking for that prize, which is that cheat meal that I love eating. I'm fat at heart, but
yeah,
I just happen to work out a lot and stuff.
I'm the same fucking way. So basically, in essence, take all this into consideration, but don't follow it so strictly. don't kill yourself if you just miss a meal every once in a while and miss a workout. Do what you have to do, but don't put stress on yourself. So, I think that's about all we need to cover as far as nutrition goes. If there's anything else you guys need to know, something we weren't clear on, or something that you didn't see in these videos,
comment over here.
comment, rate, subscribe, do all that stuff. Send us an email if you want. Email's going to be in the final screen. And I hope to see you guys next time.